Hi, I'm Tom from Sagana Kitchenware, and today we're going to go over the basics of using a Whetstone to sharpen an ordinary kitchen knife. We're going to be using the Sagana 1000-6000 sharpening stone, and the one nice feature that this stone has is it comes with a non-slip, has a rubber bottom, bamboo base. Now there are lots of different methods and techniques that can be used to sharpen any type of knife or blades, scissors, tools, things like that. And I'm not here today to debate any of those. The one thing that most of those have in common is, if done properly, what the end result would be is a sharp knife. So I'm not going to debate any techniques today. Everybody will develop their own as they become comfortable using a whetstone as a sharpening tool. Step one before sharpening is to take your stone, remove it from the base. What we're going to do is soak it in water. So we're going to take this, submerge it in water. And as you can see, all the bubbles are coming out. It's going to take 5 to 10 minutes before the stone is fully soaked with water. And what that water is going to do is going to lubricate as we're sharpening the knife. So when the bubbles stop, or somewhere around 5 minutes, 10 minutes or so, then we can begin sharpening. As you can see, the bubbles have stopped emerging from the stone, and our stone's ready for sharpening. So we're going to load our stone back into our base. We're going to start with the 1000 grit side, which is the coarse side. Now before we sharpen, we have one thing we need to do, and that is to find our angle. Now here's a quick, easy way to find the angle that you need to use when sharpening. If you take your knife against your stone, make a 90-degree angle. Now if you cut that angle in half, you're about 45 degrees. If you cut that in half again, that's about 22.5. Now most knives will be a little bit less than that, so then just a little bit less, and that's going to be the angle that you want to sharpen with. Now as we begin sharpening our knife, one thing we want to remember is to use the entire stone as much as possible to keep it flat and even. One method, and a very common method to sharpening, I'm going to show you right now, start with the heel of the knife and the stone, and you're going to keep that angle that you want. You're going to place your fingertips on the knife, and you're going to do even pressure across the blade to keep it flat and even as we work across the stone. We're going to start here. We're going to push it through the stone. Do it again. Okay. And we're going to alternate sides. And as you get good at this, you can do this very quickly. I like to do about 3 strokes per side. Some people do 1. Some people do many more. I recommend 3. Now as we're sharpening, we can see that we're working up almost like a mud. And we can see that that's the stone working off and the knife, the actual metal on the knife. You can see gray here. That's the metal on the knife working away on the stone. We want to make sure we keep the stone wet. Add a little water to it, keep it wet, and keep sharpening. Periodically, you can check your blade, see if you're getting sharp. Once you feel that you've achieved a sharp edge with that coarse side of the stone, what we're going to do is we're going to flip the stone over. Now we're going to put the 6000 grit side up. We're going to continue to do the same thing as we did on the coarse side. Now, as you get to the very end where you think your knife is just about sharp, you're going to rotate this every other pass to get that razor sharp edge. Now, once you feel that you've achieved a sharp blade, one simple test, this is very simple, is take a piece of paper, and when you can slice a piece of paper that easy, you know you have a very sharp edge. And to find out more about Sagana Kitchenware and all of our products, visit saganakitchenware.com.